Should I quick save? Alright, it says I should...
Hello.
Who the frack is father?
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my
That's
guidance.
Khadgar's voice actor. That's the
I know why you're here.
Canadian guy who was
I'd
Teal'c's
like to
trainer in
discuss things
Stargate
with you
SG-1.
face to face.
I always forget his name.
Please, step into the elevator.
Well, hang on. Is that a separate quest? That's a separate quest. How do I get back to, I guess I'm not getting back to Sturgis anytime soon. That doesn't... I don't seem to be able to go from there. I should track that other quest, man. It's Wastelander. Wastelander logic. Akazar. Accessible.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
Oh, this place looks pretty freaking awesome.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival.
Everybody says that, though.
Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
This gun gives me GoldenEye vibes every time, man. Is that gonna be my son? Well, before we figure any of that out, we're taking ear examiner, tweezers, clipboard. I'm taking all the things. Or is this just some rando kid? Glass barrel red vase. Here, yeah. It is. It's my son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean,
S923, recall code Cirrus.
What the
Fascinating,
fuck?
but disappointing. The
So he's
child's
been
responses were not
brainwashed.
at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli.
A prototype?
Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I need some answers.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think.
Oh,
But
man.
I need you to
I hate
realize
games like
that
this.
Situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded.
Looks
It's
a lot like
good
the
to
Walter
finally
PK.
meet
Yeah,
you.
it does.
After all this time, it's me. I am Sean. I am
Holy fuck.
your son.
Holy shit. No. Dude, they totally did allude to the fact that a bunch of time has passed, but they've never specified how much time has passed. Shit. What a mind fuck. Oh, is this legit?
It's really you? After all this time?
Yes. It's true.
You're just gonna
In
take
the
his word
vault.
for it?
You had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy.
Yeah, that's what we've been told.
You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years?
He kind of does
That
look
is the
like me.
reality.
So this is a
And
question for
here I
Akazar.
am,
Does Father
raised
look
by
the
the
same every
Institute.
time you play?
and now it's Lita.
Or does his face change based on your character's face? Because he does kind of look like me a little. Like, he kind of looks like my character just a little bit.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me?
It's based
At
on you
that
and your
time,
wife.
the
Okay, so
year
it's like in Starfield too,
2227,
because your parents look
The
like the
Institute
character
had
that you
made great
created.
strides
Okay.
in synth production, but it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Holy shit.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking.
Yeah, but why do they need to
Yes.
kill the woman?
The Institute endeavored to
Why did they
create
need to kill my
synthetic
wife?
Organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was
There's
human
still too many
DNA.
gaps, man.
Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
I still need to know, why did they have to shoot my wife? Or is that just Kellogg? Was it Kellogg acting off? Well, because it was Kellogg and that other, those, how many, was there two people at the beginning? It was two people plus Kellogg? I don't remember now.
Sean. It's really
Kevin
you.
said he's looked the same for both
It
my
really
characters.
is.
Akazar says
I know
it's
you
like the
must
parents in
have
Starfield. Okay,
questions.
gotcha.
Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Okay, here's Mother.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
He's trying to recruit me. Ah, fuck, man. I don't know. Like, I've been told so much about the Institute, and then I get here, and it's my son, and it's like, I've only been awake from the vault for a short amount of time. Decisions.
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
Is all that really necessary? What's there to learn?
For now, it is enough that you understand that the Institute really is devoted to the betterment of humanity. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Okay, that was a lot to take in. So, I don't know that I have directly seen any evil that the Institute has done per se, but I've heard a lot of people tell me that the Institute is evil and does evil shit. But, like, what is that? I have questions. So many questions. There's an eject button. Can't push it though. Yeah, I have no choice other than to roll with her for right now, Kevin. I gotta talk to other people and figure this out. Alright, I got multiple people to talk to. Is there anybody on this level? That person's down. There is somebody like right over there. Somebody below me. It's at 10 meters over there. Oh, that must be the door over there. That didn't sound good. What the hell was that? Oh, that says down.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh,
Doc.
I
They
don't know.
weren't kidding. You
Most
really
of them
are
have lasted
here.
long
Well,
past
all
their
right.
projected lifespans.
I'm Allie.
If you ask
Allie
me,
Fillmore.
they were
You can
built
think of
pretty
me as
well.
the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I gotta find his stash, man. Oh, can I quick save? Yeah.
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be.
Well,
now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, and at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Yeah.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure.
Where
Just
are you
think
getting
what
your
this place will
resources
look like
from?
100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it. I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
There is somebody else on this level over here, it looks like.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll
Maybe
start
not.
the next trial. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still.
Your job to find out if there's going to be any pain.
There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
Okay.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
Hey there.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
Taking all your stuff, man. I don't know what it's all used for, but I'm gonna take it. Ah, man, this is like Matrix style. Plug bodies in. Advanced systems. Okay.
Is it true
Bioscience.
food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our
Smeagol,
other
what's up, buddy?
nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want supplement 77.
I am
Come
sorry,
here.
sir, but that supplement is no longer
Yeah.
available.
Useless machine.
Useless machine. Oh.
I'm not scared of the surface.
You're
What's up?
here. Glad you made it.
Is this your daily routine now?
All systems nominal.
Yeah. Give him about 90 seconds and he'll want to go down and get to the door and go get his lunch. Yes, hi. What's up, Smeagol? You hungry? Probably. You're just now waking up. You've been asleep for like 5 hours. You ready to go out in the hot part of the house? He can hear Chris. Yep, there he goes. Alright, here we go. I'll be back, everybody. I gotta go give him his lunch.
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
Smeagol's gonna make me laugh. He like left the office and then turned around and came right back in. So I don't know if he's gonna be a monster jumping on things or not.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
Father. All right. Well, we have options here.
Do you believe that? 3.
That was advanced sciences. I guess it doesn't really matter. There's just so many places to run around here and go see. Loading screen. Let's hear the people bitch and moan. There's too many loading screens.
I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
Alright, let's see here. Panda resubbing up on Twitcheroo 7 months in a row. Thanks, Pablo. Appreciate it, man. For everybody watching today, if you happen to be new, I am multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch. Don't forget that today is the last Fallout 4 stream for a hot minute, because tomorrow we're starting the Starfield second
Humanity's
playthrough.
future is taking root right here.
It's gonna be fun.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, We've done a good job making them seem
Man, the
lifelike.
railroad
The
made it
initiative
sound
is
like
still in
these
its early
guys are
stages,
really
but the
evil.
prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy
And the
to
Courser
answer any
definitely tried to
questions you
kill
might
me,
have.
you know?
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Although, to be fair, I did track the Courser down. So he may have just been defending himself.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Well, it certainly ain't fun. Somebody, I came across a tweet today that I'm going to go do a video on tomorrow, probably. Someone said that the Kevin Costner film, The Postman, is like the perfect Fallout movie, even though it doesn't have, you know, armor and everything, and the mutations. But otherwise, it is a post-apocalyptic. And I was like, that's actually pretty good.
Good evening.
I'm gonna have to go rewatch that too. I freaking love that movie, especially Tom Petty showing up as like a leader of a village towards the end.